Welcome to the Leah and Lee Show. This is a WWE episode. We do a WWE episode every Tuesday and a regular podcast episode every Thursday. Let's freaking go. What do we want to talk about today?
What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling.
Yeah, this is a wrestling episode.
Bring up the subject, or am I supposed to?
SummerSlam is going to be 2 episodes this year. It's going to be August 2nd and August 3rd. Actually, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's talk about Seth's injury again, because people are still speculating that his injury could be a work after what? It's been over a week. Now, here's one of the reasons that I read why people are still thinking it's a work. Because on the following WWE broadcast, whatever that was, the Raw or whatever, I can't remember now, after he initially hurt himself, they talked about it. Paul Heyman made a statement about it. And then they said, they've mentioned it too many times. I guess people think that's odd because people, once they get injured, they just like poof, like nobody talks about it really. And then Seth himself he stood in for, I'm totally blanking on the name. He stood in for another guy's podcast. Rich Eisen? Is that the guy?
Rich Eisen is a podcast.
Okay. Seth hosted the podcast, one episode of that guy's podcast a few days ago. I didn't know that. So he stood in for the host of that podcast and talked about the injury and said how the knee was too swollen during his last x-ray. So he had to wait for the swelling to go down to really see where he was at, but he feels like, he knows his body and he's going to be out for a while. People also speculated because he was doing that and talking about it on a podcast that they think it's still a work. I just don't think so.
If that's the case, then Kevin Owens is a work. He's been on a couple of podcasts.
Yeah, but I guess they haven't mentioned, also they haven't mentioned him on any WWE shows talking about his injury. But I think it's because Seth Rollins was currently in such a huge storyline. He
was the storyline. He was the Money in the Bank holder. He had feuds going with all the main characters. Kevin Owens didn't have a feud going at all, really.
Well, he had kind of a Cody Rhodes feud.
And a Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn thing, but those are kind of wrapped up. So, of course, they're going to talk about him. On top of, they're not going to have Paul Heyman come out and give some spill if they don't know. They don't know the severity of how it is because they can't get an MRI done because of the swelling. Mm. So, until they really, truly know, they're not going to tell you exactly how long he's going to be out. And he hurt his knee, not his mouth, so he could do podcasts. It'd be a pretty chicken shit thing to do.
Just speculate for me, especially since you know wrestling better than I do and you've been a fan longer, like sort of the business a little bit better than I do. If this was a work, how is that going to make fans feel? What's it going to do? Wouldn't it be negatively impact them if this was a work, doing it like this?
When they do an injury story angle, it's very obvious. It's phony. Mm-hmm. Kind of along the lines of what they're doing with Dom and AJ. Yeah, Dom really does have a little bit of an injury, but it's not a dramatic injury, and they're overplaying it with the doctor's notes. Yeah. So it'd be along those lines. To play it off as serious as they're playing it off would, like I said, it'd be a chicken shit thing to do because of all the people. It would be for insulting to Kevin Owens. Liv, yeah, it'd be insulting to Liv. People that have actually gotten injured on air. And then on top of all that, it would just piss everybody off. That would be a very low blow, I think, for fans, and it would upset everybody. He may not be as hurt as they may be thinking he's not really that hurt. He's just hurt. Mm-hmm. So, some injuries will heal themselves.
Like maybe not a 6 month to a year injury.
If you sprain an ankle, you're out 2-3 weeks, maybe a month. You break an ankle, you're out 6 months to a year. Maybe they're waiting to see.
I don't know if our dog Moose just made it into the frame or not, but he came over to visit.
On the injury front, it sucks that Liv is hurt. It does, because she was one of the main characters in the women's division, but
She had several stories going too.
several major stories, but I feel so bad saying this, but it has worked wonders for a few characters.
Raquel
It's
has
been a blessing for
showcased.
Raquel. Yeah.
So, and Raquel is great. She is just this
because
strong. She is really good.
And when Liv was around, she was kind of the doofus that took all the pins, that did all the
Very much on the back burner.
She was on the back burner. She's the one that ate the pins whenever they lost.
She was the sidekick. To Liv.
You know, it sucks that it took Liv getting hurt for them to realize how good she really is. But this has been a really good blessing for her. Same for Roxanne. I mean, they've kind of made her the sidekick, which I don't think is fair to her because she's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And it may have pulled her away from maybe like the U.S. title or Intercontinental title, something like that. But it's.
I think she'll have her.
She'll get her time. Yeah, I mean Raquel's been there for a while, so she deserves it.
Yeah. Now I never not liked Raquel, but I really like her right now. Seeing more of her in-ring talent, her strength.
They're putting her in with the big
like
time.
She's entertaining. She's probably just as entertaining to watch for me as Rhea, because I love Rhea. You can even feel like main character energy.
She's gone from her supporting cast member, supporting character to she's going to come out of this. I have a hunch she's going to come out of this in the main event somehow or another. Maybe not on Rhea's level necessarily, but she's going to be in that area there where she's maybe the world heavyweight or world women's championship or so. She's going to be in that pretty soon whenever the whole Judgment Day finally ends and she's free to go off on her own. If they play it right, she could be a very big
and she
name
be
for the division, because she's got she is a female version of the Undertaker, the Big Show.
Well, she's not that huge.
Well, no, she for women she is though, and she can hoist them up over her head. Like
no, she's very strong.
Yeah, I mean, she can do all of the stuff that the big guys in the men's division did. She's your Undertakers, Big Shows, Kane, Damian Priest to an extent, even though he does it poorly. So yeah, it's injuries suck when they happen, but it does tend to highlight people that would have not been highlighted. Braun's getting the chance to shine with Seth being out. I think maybe LA Knight will finally get some love.
When you're done, I don't know.
I'm done. That was the point of why I brought that up.
I totally blanked on this. Let's talk real quick. We've got some other things to talk about, but let's talk about last episode of Raw that Braun Breaker did like 5 matches.
The Gauntlet.
Yeah. I mean, dude.
He carried the show.
Match after match after match.
Four matches.
It was 4 or 5 people he fought.
Jay.
CM Punk being the last.
It was Jay, CM Punk, LA Knight, Penta, so 4.
So he fought. So
he did 4 matches back to back to back to back, and they were all great matches.
Like, and you just see, like, they were giving him bottles of water in between. Dude, and like his performance did not waver. Even to the last match.
Yeah, it was full steam ahead for every single match.
Like, come on, that guy is.
He's great.
He's so good.
Great. Yeah.
Now,
which brought back Roman.
At the end of the Gauntlet, they did have Braun Breaker losing to CM Punk, which means that CM Punk will now go against Gunther at SummerSlam. Which also could have incorporated Seth there and to throw you and not go for Cena or Cody.
I think he's going for Cody.
But yet now Seth may be completely out of it. Yeah. So anyways.
I think what the plan was, he kept playing like he's going to go after Gunther or Punk or whoever won that one. But he really goes after Cody, which it's starting to kind of look like Cody might be getting set up for a heel turn. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. It would be...
What?
It would be stupid.
Could you repeat that? Could you?
It would be absolutely stupid for them to switch him to a heel character. I mean, not storyline wise, whatever was storyline, but financially, it would. They're
All the
gonna eat a
devastated,
lot of
heartbroken
money if they do that.
children.
If they turn him heel, they're blowing so much money. And the way TKO is focused on money as they are, I couldn't see them doing it.
I
But
mean, you said he was a good heel before,
yeah,
but
he's a
I
great
don't
heel.
think that will bring in the money right now.
I don't think so either. I think that if you're looking at it from a money standpoint, you got to keep him as a face. Now, the reason I say it looks that way is because of little telltale signs that they've been doing, which could just be to throw us. It could be just like, hey, let's all watch SummerSlam because Cody's gonna do they're gonna do the double turn and that, you know, it might be to draw us in, but the things I'm talking about that are signs. He's wearing the Rock's sunglasses.
Wait, what?
Those sunglasses,
You didn't mention that to me.
I didn't. Well, I don't think of these things when we're watching it. But the sunglasses he was wearing, those great big, you know.
During the last SmackDown?
I think that's when he was wearing them. When he walked in wearing those great big metal frame glasses. Those are the same glasses that The Rock wears.
I didn't even.
And during the contract signing, he wasn't wearing the gold watch that was his dad's watch, or the replacement of his dad's watch.
What was he wearing?
He was wearing the watch that The Rock gave him.
No.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, he was wearing the watch that The Rock gave him to when he was doing the whole "I'm going to buy your soul" thing.
No, he was
yes, he
not.
was. Yeah, he was. So
stop. I don't want to hear.
Are they planting the seeds, or are they just trying to make us think it so everybody will watch?
Dude,
And it would be stupid financially, but they're doing a good job of making you think it's coming.
The breadcrumbs could be a swerve too, and then like it not happen. Maybe some there'll be some other big to do surprise swerve, whatever. But the breadcrumbs that I saw, oh my god! See, I'm getting so emotional. I couldn't handle it if my Cody turns heel. But the fact that they had him with like heel tendencies during this last episode of SmackDown,
where he took out Cena and had him sign the.
Well, he hit
where he
Cena
held his hand
with the belt. He didn't no hesitation, smacked him with the belt, and then forced him to sign that contract as he's like laying on the ground. Though he wasn't being very nice. He was being a little.
Yeah, I mean,
aggressive.
Like I said, it's breadcrumbs leading you to believe it's coming. I still don't think it's coming. Look, they know, like right now, they're not impressing people with their storylines.
Well, let me ask you: do you think online I see, and you know that's not a lot of people, the comments you see online,
the IWC doesn't mean shit.
You think, oh, look at all these people who think this or who want this, but remember, all these comments you see online really is not a lot of people. But what I have seen people who want it. Do you think a large amount of Cody's fans want to see him turn heel? And I'm not talking about the little kids, because we all know there's other older fans than just, you know, the 8-year-olds.
There's a couple of different answers to that. So you've got your wrestling fans like me or whoever, you know, the fans that have you know, from the Hulk Hogan era all the way through Attitude, whenever, it doesn't matter. If you've been watching wrestling for your entire life and it's your thing and you're into it more than just what's the hot ticket thing like that, sure, those people want to see it because it's good storyline. We know what a good heel he could be. The face characters tend to get stagnant to people like us that watch it for a long time. Mm-hmm. So it's, you know, we get excited for you because I mean, typically your long-term, lifelong wrestling fans tend to like the heels. That way, I've tend to rooted for the heel. Mm-hmm. You know, so the bad guys are always cool. That's why, like, the NWO was so big. Why The Rock was so big. Stone Cold was so big, though he was the good guy, but he was also a bad guy at the same time. You know,
the ones that like teetered.
You know, and but the face characters, the ones that are the goody two shoes and all that stuff. That's why all the long-term wrestling fans hated John Cena back in the day, because he was this superhero that never lost. Nobody ever beat him clean. He never tapped out. You know, it gets tiresome. Mm-hmm. But from the other perspective of things, you've got kids. when they're buying things in the booths at the shows, and they're buying stuff online, and they're buying the action figures and all that, they're not buying the heel stuff. They're buying the stuff for their kids, because adults don't really want t-shirts in general. Adults don't want t-shirts. I want some too. I'm not.
I want a yeet.
Yeah, but I mean,
I want a yeet t-shirt.
In general, you're not going to see an adult walking around in a John Cena shirt. You are right now, because it's his last year, and he gets a different t-shirt for every town he goes to, you know, all that. But for the most part, in general, the people in the t-shirts are kids, and that's where the merch goes. The money, all the money, everything, it always follows where the kids are. So that's why you had John Cena be Super Cena for 20 years, where he was untouchable, and that's Cody Rhodes now.
I don't see anyone else. Not to interrupt, but I don't see that good hero, quarterback, whatever you want to call it, face character. I don't see anyone else that could take on that role, and they need at least one. And Cody, I never saw him as a heel. You said that he was really good at it.
Most of the time in his career, he's been the heel.
But he is just gosh darn it, a amazing face. And well, I mean, the super good guy character really fits him.
And the thing is 2-3 years from now, sure, let's do it. But right now, he is the marquee good guy. And his dad is like, he leans so much on his dad's aura, and his dad was the good guy. He was the American dream. Everybody loved Dusty Rhodes. So he's got all of that going on right now. It's too early in the story to convert him over to the hillside.
And there's no one else that could replace that type of good guy.
You got to build somebody else up that can play
anybody else that they have right now.
Penta and Jacob Fatu, those are you, and Jey Uso.
Jey Uso, but
those are kind of your big faces right now.
As much as I love Jey Uso, I can't see him. Kids love the yeeting and they always t-shirts. Are wearing his t-shirts and his glasses, but he's not quite still at the Cody, the Cody quarterback superhero level.
Yeah, he can't carry a feud like Cody can. I mean, you got Cody can carry a feud with people that aren't even there. Look, his big feuds in the past few years have been Roman Reigns, who shows up once every couple of months, and he carried that feud for a whole year. It
seems like twice a year at this point. But...
Yeah, so I mean, and he carried that feud every week, even though Roman wasn't around. And then he carried the John Cena feud all going into WrestleMania. Jey Uso can't cut a promo to save himself. 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. I mean, that's what he can say.
Leave Jay alone. Okay, there's too much Jay hate going on right now, and I won't stand for it.
He's fun. It's the yeeting and all. It's a blast, especially when you're there live.
When you're at the event, it's so.
It brings an atmosphere that's just
the
crazy.
The energy, it's
you want to know what's weird?
It's just freaking fun.
You can feel air moving.
Yeah,
it's weird. You can feel the air move from everybody doing it in
building, just yeeting. It's like a little cool breeze going through the entire place.
So for the kids, maybe him, because he does the thing with the kids and he's got the sunglasses and all that. But it's not going to be sustainable for them, because he can't carry a feud. He can't give promos. CM Punk is probably their top level face, but he's not a superhero for kids. He's
he's one of those.
He can go either way.
That teeters I keep saying teeters. There's got to be another word. Walks the line.
He straddles the line
of face and heel. So
Roman, I mean, sure, he gets a lot of cheers, and he's kind of a face right now.
He gets so many cheers because he never shows up. So people are like, "Oh, hey, you're here!"
But when
that's cool.
And I mean, I like Roman as far as he goes.
Excited. I'm like, "Hey, Roman's back!" And I'm not even like a huge Roman Reigns fan.
Yeah, I like him. Joe Ananoye, or whatever how you say his name. I like him. I like watching the little TikTok videos where he plays with the kids and interacts with them and all of that. I like his interviews where he's himself and whatnot. But when Roman Reigns,
he seems like a decent dude.
Yeah, he's a great guy. But when he was there,
have leukemia? Is it leukemia?
Well, he's had leukemia for years. Yeah, when he was there full time, and he was there week in and week out, when he was being the face, when they were trying to set him up as the, what Cody Rhodes is now, everybody hated his guts.
Is this in the very beginning?
This is in the
when
beginning.
He first started?
No one liked him. Nobody liked him. He was a joke. He did the whole Jack and the Beanstalk promo things.
I think you showed me that on YouTube.
The terrible promos, absolutely the worst. His wrestling was mediocre. It's still kind of just okay. It's not on an elite level. Everybody hated him. I mean, it's pretty well known. I mean, when he was trying to be pushed as the face, everybody hated him. It took him turning heel. It took Paul Heyman to teach him how to give promos, to give him a character, to get him to where people liked him. And then people started liking him because he was the cool heel. So if you brought him as the face and you gave him the face treatment, you made him the super Roman again, it's going to backfire. Everybody's going to hate him. But it's not going to happen because he's going to disappear after SummerSlam for a month or two. And then he's going to go film movies. And when he shows up, he puts on an effort and everything like that. But he's not your long-term answer. If you're going to turn Cody heel, who's your good guy? I think it's all just smoke and mirrors because WWE, they're smart. They know people aren't happy with their storytelling right now. People aren't showing up for their live shows, so they're having to give away free tickets. They got to do what they got to do to get people to buy tickets and show, especially for a 2-night SummerSlam that we really don't need.
And now that Seth most likely won't be a part of it, so now they have to swerve for them. Like they have to swerve their initial story, whatever they were.
Their storyboard went out the window.
Whatever they were going to do. So now Roman's back. Seth is most likely out. I wonder what is Roman's role in SummerSlam.
Well, it's going to be
Seth.
Him and Jay versus
Jake.
Jay versus him and Jay versus the Bronze.
Oh, okay. Was that already set?
Yeah,
that's a match that's already set.
It hasn't been announced, but that's what they're going to do.
Oh, okay.
So you got to have him now. That's to bring people into SummerSlam. For whatever reason, they decided to bring Jelly Roll in. Yay!
Oh, okay. I'm a little over them bringing it. Now they've done it since like the beginning of WWE time, bringing in famous people, but not really at this level of.
It's getting bad though.
Did people, since I'm a new fan in the last few years, were famous people brought in for full matches or just to like show up for like a day and do something? In the very like WrestleMania 1 and 2 and 3 or whatever, they brought in like Cyndi Lauper was in the corner of Hulk Hogan, I think, or she was in somebody's corner. So I mean, they bring them in, but they were usually like side characters. A couple of times one time Snooki wrestled. He was only in the match for like 10 seconds. And did not know that. Okay.
Yeah. They bring them in here and there.
So it wasn't usually like long storylines and them in the ring doing real matches.
No, they show up like the week before and then they add them to the card and that's what happens. They were trying to do Travis Scott, but apparently he can't wrestle.
Okay, but let's touch a little deeper on this for a second. Now, let's at least give it to Jelly Roll that he is really putting in. Let's not,
I'm not taking away from him doing the work.
At least, do we really like or agree that other people should come in and kind of take a spot from the wrestlers that are already there that should be pushed? No, we don't agree with that. However, people are talking about how they're impressed with the fact that Jelly Roll is taking this seriously. And he actually moved to Orlando to be near the Performance Center so he could practice, so he's taking it seriously. Unlike what has been in the news, they have completely dropped the whole storyline with Travis Scott and having him in a match because apparently Mr. Scott was not taking it seriously and would even miss practices. So, and the statement that they came out with recently was that he wasn't learning fast enough. AKA Travis Scott is an idiot and they dropped his ass. So, no Travis Scott for the near future. Hopefully not at all ever.
No disrespect to Jelly Roll. I mean, it's cool, especially that he's lost as much because he was a big ass dude, and
he lost it naturally. They say without
so,
like
that's great.
No Ozempic, but like
legit. I'm proud of you, homeboy, because I'm fat and I'm struggling with it too. So good for you.
We're trying to lose weight,
but I still don't want to watch him wrestle. You could have gotten a Randy Orton versus anybody. It would have been fun match. Like that.
Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre.
That would have been great.
On its own.
That would have been perfect. Leave everybody else out of it. Send the YouTube guy home. Jelly Roll can sing.
Logan Paul's still good though.
Yeah, he's fun.
Good in the ring.
At this point though, WrestleMania 45 is going to be like Mr. Beast versus PewDiePie for the main event.
No, I don't think they're going to go that far.
It's looking that way. And nobody asked for it. There weren't rumblings on the internet saying, hey, you know what would be a good idea? Let's have Jelly Roll in a match.
If they wanted to make a tag team for Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, use Carmelo Hayes and Austin Theory. Make them the tag team partners.
I almost said Anthony, the basketball player.
I know. I actually get those names confused.
Okay, so as good as they are, that's where you stick your celebrities. Very low on the card with them on Monday Night Raw.
If you're going to do it.
Yeah, you put it on Monday Night Raw. You put it on SmackDown. You maybe can do Saturday night's main event because apparently that's just a joke show to them nowadays anyway. Something like that. But don't waste a SummerSlam match when you've got so many people being left off the card. And now apparently we're going to get Bayley versus Cardi B.
No, don't. Mm-hmm. No, you're not serious.
Oh,
I have not
serious.
Heard this.
She tweeted something about where your girl's at, and then Triple H replied back to her like, hey, be careful, you might get what you asked for. And then Bayley says, I'm free.
No, the WWE fans don't want any of this.
We don't even want her hosting.
I don't want to watch Cardi B during the WWE shows at all, ever.
I'm telling you, WrestleMania 45, you're going to have some dumb celebrity versus some other dumb celebrity for your WWE championship. Jesus Christ, if you're going to have a celebrity, at least have it be somebody that you can believe. Chuck Norris or something. I don't know. Somebody that Norris, fights,
Like, what is he, like 95? But he'd probably be better.
He'd probably whoop everybody in WWE's
He'd be better
ass.
than Cardi B.
Have you seen the AI movies with him?
With Chuck Norris? Yeah. They've made AI movies with Chuck Norris? No.
They're making AI videos where like he carried Frodo up Mount Doom, or he fights Godzilla. And it's really God. Him in the video. Well, it's AI him, and they're great. I saw a whole bunch of them today.
That's awesome. Don't make us not be fans anymore. What are you doing?
We're always going to be fans. I mean, we're not going to be those people.
Yeah.
I'm going to quit watching if John Cena wins. And then we watch it anyway. We're not going to do that. But
I'm not being serious, okay? I'm not being serious. Well, you know what I am excited about? Even though I'm a little irritated with WWE right now. And I don't know if this is actually happening. I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's been finalized, like something that's actually going to be happening. We love Halloween, and we love Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. I heard that WWE may be doing something, a house, or have some sort of connection.
They've done an Undertaker house before. Rumor has it it's going to be a Wyatt Six house or a combination Wyatt Six, Bray Wyatt, Undertaker house. Undertaker with the Wyatt Six, I mean, I don't know how that would work. I'm excited for it, especially if they're going to put the GOAT in the house. I mean, the Undertaker is the GOAT. I don't care. John Cena can pretend to be the GOAT. The Undertaker is the real GOAT. I mean.
I'm sorry, our dog is in the room and he fell asleep. And he's
chasing a rabbit, apparently.
He's making dreaming noises. I don't know.
The mic's probably not picking him up. I think he's telling us to shut up and get this over with.
Yeah. No, it keeps getting louder. Yeah, so if you want to watch to see what's going to happen on SummerSlam, it is airing August 2nd and August 3rd. We are definitely going to be watching. And this was the Leah and Lee podcast, the WWE episode that will...
The dog's moaning. We got to go.
WWE episode that will be up every Tuesday, and our regular podcast will be up every Thursday. Thanks for hanging us. If you're still here, oh God. If you're still here, thank you so much. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you for being here. Until next time.
Deuces.